no difference what you're going through. You're gonna make it.
It's gonna be a great way.
God's gonna see you through. Hold your head up, put a smile on your face. This is another test. It won't last always. So get ready. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. Get ready. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. I know you've been hurting deep down inside. Let me encourage you. It's gonna be alright. Troubles and trials come to make you strong. Keep on believing. You keep holding on. Get ready. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. Thank you, Jesus.
See you, Jesus. Good morning, Sir Markadu here. I'm here with Q.
Morning. To the
Morning.
world.
We're here with Sir Media Group, where we put your business in the streets, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you. Praise God. Well, guess what, fam? We're going to have a great broadcast. You can feel free to chime in anytime you want. We're just going to set it up for you. And then once you feel like it's time for you to jump in there, come on and get in there. Make sure you write that number down, 404-286-6700. That's 404-286-6700. You know, what is a teacher? You know, there's so many different thought processes are going on in there. What is a mentor? You know, it's just, what is a counselor? You know, when you want to really get counsel, are they the same? Are they one? Sometimes do they mix in, mingle with each other? But we're going to decipher a lot of that. And one of the things, and you maybe help me with this,
Right.
Crew, is there's a thing called the fivefold ministry.
Right.
And help me with them. I mean, you might be able to help. I know there's teachers, there's counselors. Somebody maybe help me with that. I don't have my laptop with me. And I meant to do a little bit of research on it. But the fivefold ministry,
Right.
and then it's the pastor, you know,
the prophet.
prophet. Yes, and we right there, teacher.
Right. I think it's more like the different cabinets.
Right.
Or the different.
Or levels.
Yeah, you're right.
Where we
exactly.
at.
Right,
you know?
right.
What's the least of them?
Right.
What's none of I mean, it doesn't make it
all
less powerful.
Right.
But there's a least of them, then it starts to build all the way up. Right? And so that's what I want to talk about this morning. I'm going to start with, you know, what are we doing in our community to connect to our youth so they get a clear understanding, so they can take that thing and move it into the community quicker. We need solutions.
Exactly.
You know, we know most of the problems. We got that thing. I talked to a lot of people. Man, they got that thing. Oh my God! I said, how you? This people. I said, I did somebody like that the other night. I said, just stop. Just stop for a minute.
Right.
Can you just feed me some solutions? Because I knew this guy was very intellectual, very strong, you know, been around the globe. And I just said, please just stop for a minute. And then he said, okay, what? I said, can you please give me some solutions? Because the problems are killing us. Okay? And then finally, you know, he tried to go negative again, and I stopped him again. I said, go positive with what you're trying to say. Keep me positive. And then it flowed into positive. I said, now you're the answer to our problems, you know, in our situations, right?
A lot of them stuck. A lot of what I'm finding out, a lot of ministers in the body of Christ in the church, they are a lot of us conditioned, man, to become silent to solutions.
Yes.
Therefore, action wise, we can talk about a solution.
Yes.
You know, I was just reading yesterday, even when dealing with the. That's why this broadcast is so important, man. Once again, I always thank you know what I'm saying. Thank you for what you're doing, open up the airways to give people solutions. But even with dealing with the ministry, I was reading on yesterday, even with the 501c3, like we're not taught about 508. 1C8. There's a whole nother. Yeah, there's a whole nother. It's 508.
508.
I think it's 508 C18.
C18.
Right.
Tell us about that.
I was just doing some research. I don't have a lot of information on hand, but I just wanted to give the people some brain food. A lot of times you lead people to the information.
Right.
People got to go do their own research.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
They'll make it approved.
Right.
They'll prove that we're on the same
right.
Because they may come back with some added information and say, wow, I didn't know that. Thank you. Now let's keep building on it.
And the 501c3, it actually prevents ministers from doing certain stuff. Like we don't read. As people, you got to read, people. We need to read. That's how the fundamentals of conversation really needs to go, because a lot of it's in black and white. So therefore, when we're not reading, we're missing out on a whole lot. So the 501c3, like I was reading it, where the ministry, that's why a lot of them can't speak out against gay rights. You never see them on TBN speaking out against it. Because in the 501c3, there's a clause saying you cannot
discriminate.
You can't. You know, it's just not. But you were speaking the biblical point. You know, it's not a personal thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even with human, I'm not saying human rights, but cruelty to animals, cruelty to kids. We're talking about a church. We're talking about minister that cannot. You might as well say they've been muzzled. So how can you be very productive when you're on this 501c3? And then we kind of figure out, like, why the church is not saying anything? Why the mega church is not doing something? Guess what? Look into that 501c3, because that separates that government and church situation.
Church and state.
But you're governed by the government when it's not a separate entity.
Right.
That's why we're saying now, people check into the 508 1C8. They don't even tell you this stuff.
Yes. Now tell us just a synopsis. Give us a brief synopsis of what that does. It opens you up.
See the 501c8. You won't be as governed. You won't even be governed at all, because they're trying to get rid of the 501c3. And literally, if people look into it, churches that operate under the 501c3 are really doing something illegal. Wow. See, they don't know the term. Right. See, a lot of people pay those certain people to file those forms for them. So when you really sit down and read it with your dues and your clause and stuff like that, they'll find out that there's a whole
slew of stuff.
Oh man! And so we got to get into it. We got to.
Now that brings me to teachers.
Man.
Now that brings me down to teachers. Right. Now who's teaching this stuff?
Right.
I mean, who's teaching it, who's willing to teach it?
Right.
So we can get this stuff out in the open. So we can deal with that. Right. Now, because we were talking about this, this why this subject is hot for us, because now I want to talk about teachers. What are teachers? Teachers not necessarily advisors.
Exactly.
Let's talk about that.
Dealing with Project Keep Them Off the Streets. Teachers are a person who teaches knowledgeable about their craft or a craft. Every title does have a definition,
right?
But people need to know the definition, because teachers, coaches, counselors, they are not the same by category. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody has a role to play.
Yes.
That's why you look at a school, you have a teacher, you have a principal, you have a counselor, and they're not the same.
Yes.
They all have specific titles for specific duties.
Yes.
To carry out.
And that's important. That's important to know that.
Right.
So when you go to the counselor, the counselors are going to give you a whole different perspective of how you want to be. But the teacher and the counselor been trained different. They're
different, exactly.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Well, like I said, teachers teach of the knowledge about those topics. So a lot of teachers they're professional.
And they're limited.
Yeah, they're limited to whatever they know. So they had to teach you exactly really what they know.
Yes.
So if they know math, science, then they can,
basically what they know.
They just what they know. A counselor, a person who's trained. You know what I'm saying? You got
to deal with psychology.
Yeah, they're trained to give guidance. You know what I'm saying? They're trained to on a personal, social, psychological aspect.
Yes.
That's why when people have problems, the kids have problems in school.
Yes.
Go see the counselor.
Yeah, because a lot of times they say, "What your teacher?
Yeah.
How your teacher handling this?"
Right.
Well, that's the problem. When you got a teacher, she wants to, let's say, in a small child, wants to spank the child.
Right.
And the child doesn't even require spanking.
Right.
It needs some more counseling.
More counseling, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so that's what they, and same as coach. Coach, means lifelong guest for personal excellence. Like, they coach you along the way. So to me, a coach is really for its action. You know, you have your teachers in school, you have your counselors, but when you go to physical education, what the coach do? He's coaching you, trains you all the way until you become better at that. That's why a lot of people needs life coaches. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual guidance. You know, because we're all equipped with that special and uniqueness that we need. But a lot of time it has to be birthed. Somebody have to talk to you, let you know that it's already in you, and you can.
It got to be trained. You got to have some training. Some training.
Right, exactly.
You know how many people I done heard say they life coach? They got more problems than the people they coach.
Man. You know what though? If you take it to a biblical standpoint, we lean not to our own understanding. So sometimes we just got to be raised. We got to crawl before you walk.
Yes.
All these are positions that are going to manifest itself down the road.
Yes.
With the right guidance.
With the right guidance. Yes. 404-286-6700. 404-286-6700. If you have any thoughts or thought processes around this topic, this is going to be a great platform to get this done. Now we're wondering and understanding, because we didn't even get into the mentoring and stuff yet. Okay?
Right.
Because even when we get there, that's going to be crazy, right? Because I'm still want to deal with counsel, because counsel is so interesting. You know, we get into this world of we got anger issues, we got money issues, and and they got all these different issues, but then there's all these different kind of counselors that handle those issues. I feel like counselors, like you said, some of them are Pacific in what they train to do. Let's talk a little bit more about that now, especially when doctors there to counsel you, right? They counsel. Let's say you're there to get a brain surgery.
Right.
You don't want to talk to the one that's dealing with the heart.
True.
Come on.
Well, they got to counsel you in their own profession.
Right.
That's why even when dealing with doctors, they, like you said, they have all different professions. There's some to deal with the brain, the heart,
the feet,
all those levels or chain of command that you have to follow due to certain situations or the elements that that you possess. The counsel, man, I feel like out of the, like you said, we didn't touch on mentor, which is an experienced and trusted advisor.
Here we go.
So that's a counselor advises, a mentor advises. So a lot of them have.
But they're a little vague. I think mentors are kind of a little bit more broader than to me. I could be wrong.
No.
But counsel, when they, it's just like when we deal with our children. This is crazy now.
Right.
People that think they can really handle their children. There's so many issues going on with this child that we don't even recognize sometimes that we need to pass this child on to somebody, because I see people do it. I done it. I know everything. I'm going to be able to help you through this. And I'm like, I'm not even qualified.
Yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible. That's why I always say that with Peacocks, I'm like, you know what? If you don't reach out to Project, keep them off the street, then get them to the next positive person. They need to be around good counsel. Counseling is important. If you have to get marital counseling, we need counseling, people. We think that we can handle most situations, but it's very not so.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
really
It's
need
unrealistic.
To be, right. It's okay to call someone, because a lot of people, what they're doing is they're really hardening their hearts. They're going through a lot of excessive down or departure of lifestyle, because really, in all honesty, people don't want to tell people their business.
Right.
So they go lack of information or help because they think it's a business standpoint. But it's like, no, there are a lot of people out here that's willing and educated enough or have the life experiences,
yes, Lord,
to aid you or to counsel, teach, coach.
Even, and I like that, even if they do have, they have messed up in their own lifestyle.
Right.
But their advice is so sound that I've seen it where the advice was so sound through, let's say, marital counseling, and the person that was giving the information was broken in their own. But then after they say, well, I thank you. Yeah. And I'm thanking you more because now it's helping me even with my own issues. I got issues too, and I'm trained to help you.
Right.
But the counselors need counsel too.
Exactly.
You know, but that don't make them less effective.
Right, exactly.
Right?
It's the motive, the conversation, the experience. You know, you can learn a lot from a dummy.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You can see people that's doing something so wrong for so long. You just know not to do it. You just know you don't want to go that route.
Yeah, that happened with me with my brother. But I used to like say, I came home, my brother, right? I probably was about 10 or so, and he would be laying on the couch like this. I said, oh, he might be dead, right? So I had to watch him, and I would see this chest moving, and then I had to ask my mother, what is that? But she wasn't counseling me the right way. But my brother, I mean, brothers and cousins that were
his life away.
Yeah, they were heroin.
Oh.
So I was like, that's so devastating to me. I said, I don't even want to never be like that. Even though I ended up getting into drugs, but I knew I didn't want to shoot it. Heroin. I knew that was the one. You know? But like you say, I see this so often that I said, that's enough counsel for me right there. In its own right. And so that's why I was just agreeing with you.
And we want to still promote, man, the old saying is say no to drugs, man. This society is so drugged up.
Yeah.
You know, I do a lot of research, and you got to do your research. Things that you know about, it's okay. You don't have to know things overnight. A lot of people are like, nah, just and get mind boggled. But I'm saying the race between the turtle and the hare. It's not about being fast. It's not a competition. We're not in a race to get anywhere, and most definitely you don't want to race to an early grave.
Yes.
So it's all about being consistent. Consistency always wins in the end.
Yeah.
You know, and then when you slow down, you pace yourself, and then you have less obstacles.
Less stress.
Yeah, less stress and less obstacles. Not saying you won't have any, but you'll have less versus you going head in, just you know, without
head
any
first.
Right. So, you know, we're always preaching and teaching. Slow down.
Yeah, it's like when you want to swim. But do you want to jump in the 12-foot section and you ain't never took a lesson?
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. You
don't get some counsel first, right? 404-286-6700. That's 404-286-6700. I just to revert back to teachers, and you know, I've met so many people that said I'm a teacher. And I said, thank God for teachers. Because teachers, it's like that first level to me that helps you get there. You know? Before you even start saying, man, I got real problems in this. And even them teachers, when they're teaching you these subjects, right? You realize now, remember when you first go to school, kindergarten or whatever, you know, it was just this one teacher for all your curriculum. Right? Then when you got the first grade, it was kind of similar, but maybe they gave you a little bit more. They gave you maybe 2 or 3 classes, right?
With different teachers.
Right? Right? And so sometimes you would go into, you be in a class and go to another class, and it's the same teacher though.
Right.
That know different curriculums, right?
That's what a teacher is. It teaches knowledgeable information about their craft.
Right.
So they can teach you. A teacher can really just about only teach you what they know.
Right.
That's why they take certain subjects.
Yes.
You understand? Or those that have multiple talents
Yes.
or knowledge,
Yes.
then they become what they call them, the substitute teachers.
Yeah.
See, you see how they can cover a multitude of classes.
Yes.
So their knowledge is about a whole
Yes.
a world of subjects.
Yes.
You understand? Not saying that the other teachers can't teach other classes, but what they know,
Yeah.
that's what they enjoy.
Yeah,
doing.
they trained
social studies. Though you couldn't see your math teacher teaching social studies.
Oh my God, it's just
you know,
that might be trained to do it.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's hard to accept.
It's not their field.
Right.
Stay in your field.
Yes.
Like people in the world.
Yes.
Stay in your lane.
Stay
in your lane. Do what you know best.
Yes.
You know, when people say "do you,"
yeah, man,
that saying alone is like, do what you know. That's all to it.
Yes.
Don't try to be someone you're not.
Yes.
Don't want to be somebody else.
Yes.
I don't want anything somebody else has. I feel like what's for me is for me. So I work hard at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and now we're going to cross into mentorship. Mm-hmm. And mentorship to me is one of the most crucial ones of them all.
Yeah.
You know?
It is.
And I mentor people all around the United States. I was going to say around the globe too, because I teach international too, right? But I mentor, and here comes the mentor thing. Mm-hmm. I mentor on a wide variety of things, right? And I just, like you said, if I said, well, I don't know that one, but I know this as your mentor, to slow your roll. Mm-hmm. Slow it down. Find you somebody that's an expert in that arena and ask them to be your mentor in that arena. Because I really believe that most people really need 3, 4, 5 mentors in different areas of their life, right? So how you feel about mentor? Because I mentor a lot of people, and I see what the mentorship is doing. I can actually see the increase in what they're looking out to do, because mostly it's financial and getting into business and products, right? And service. So that I'm awesome at, you know, because I'm there. A lot of times I tell people, well, I don't know much about that. I just shut it down. That's why I say you need to find somebody else.
And I commend you on that, because that's what a lot of people don't do. A lot of people want to be in position to an extent that they will take on those questions or those problems and not really know what they're talking about. I do the same thing. If I don't know about a situation, I'm going to go research it, and I would always say I will point you in the right direction. That's the point of like Project Keep 'em on the Street, having resources such as yourself. Like, hey, I call somebody and say, look, I'm finna tell them to call you, you know, stuff like that. So that's very important. That's very important, man, that we give people the correct or the most valuable information.
And be able to pass
the most bang for their bucks.
Bang for their bucks.
Because a mentor, you know, they advises or train someone, especially the youth.
Yes.
Like what you do, what I do, what we do.
Yes.
Yeah, and we need more counselors, man. I think it's more of a time frame, but we all need counseling. We all need counseling.
Yes.
Everybody.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And a lot of people counsel that don't understand they are counseling.
Right.
You know, when you giving information or you get a phone call about relationship, money, church, you're counseling someone.
That's fair too, because one of my partners down in New Orleans, Keith, I sent him a couple of, I always do it. I sent him some people, and he said, great, you know, because I know he's going to be able to mentor him in the clothing, in the perfumes, and stuff like that. I swear that people ask me, tell me about the perfumes. I said, I don't know nothing about the alcohol. I don't know how the blends are and all this and that, really what's in it. I just know there's probably like 9, there's 1 part oil, and there's 9 part alcohol.
Which you don't know enough about that.
Yeah, so I pass that on. So hey, you go to Keith, ask him.
Shouts out to Keith, man.
Yeah, shouts out to Keith. And this is why I even said it to you the other day. And I said, you're what you do with you setting things up, putting things in order. You're great at that. I'm not, but I'm great at putting out information out.
True.
Sending out the email blast. Talking to people, hey, you know about this event coming up on April the 19th. We changed the date.
We changed the date, people.
Yeah, my wife
I'm so sorry. But now you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
April 19th. We'll push the date back a little bit. Project Grassroot. Very informative. Please don't miss it. If you're out in Decatur, Atlanta, surrounding counties, please do come out. We're having prizes. A lot of information is going to be given out. We have Miss Stephanie, Sir Markadoo, myself, Sharon Mumford. The list goes on. A New Order, Gerald Rose, he'll be in the building. So we're putting together a team of people that are guns front runners. You know, we need people to be on board. We need people to call us, contact us to get on board with this information. There's a lot going on that you don't know about. I tell people all the time too, sir, you don't have to be a politician to learn politics. Mm-hmm. And what people fail to realize that everything you do every day dealing with politics.
Yes.
From your gas to the prices of food, everything is politics. So when you look at news and you're only looking at news for local news,
yes,
then you're behind in time.
Absolutely.
Somebody can call you basically and tell you about local news.
Yes.
Watch the world news. You need to watch the politics, the Dow Jones. I mean, all of this stuff is important because it trickles down to the neighborhood. It trickles down to the cities and the rural areas.
Yeah.
So it's very imperative that you get your weight up.
Yes. Now, that was talking about the event coming up on the 19th.
Right.
Now, my wife is probably just clapping over there. So it's the 12th, yep, the 19th. That's April 19th. Mm-hmm. And I know it's going to be, you're talking about the free food?
Free food, free giveaways.
Because you're going to have
raffles, a lot of clothing, a lot of information.
Yes.
I know a lot of people gonna come out for the free stuff.
Yeah.
I want to address y'all. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
And but most definitely, though.
I will be there for some of the free stuff.
Exactly.
Too.
The free food for me too. Can't wear the clothes, but I will be eating some food.
Yes,
but on a more serious note, you guys got to come out to these events. I just feel like when it's dealing with social media, we know what time it is. You know, you got to read between the lines, people. Everything won't just be handed to you on a silver platter.
Yes.
There's a lot of things going on, and only when you come out to these events and these movements, that's why it's called the movement.
Yes.
We're actually doing stuff in the community that you might not be aware of.
I'm so excited about it because what I want to do is couple it. Mm-hmm. I want to overlap it with Customer Appreciation Day. Okay. So it's going to be / Customer Appreciation because I have associates out here that listen to the broadcast. Yes, and I want you to know that come on in town. Mm-hmm. Come on in town. Be a part of the day. I know because they come down anyway from Florida, Augusta, Savannah, Memphis. Come on in. Come on and be a part. This is a great time to map it out and come on down and visit the shop, right? Visit the warehouse and see really what we got to offer.
Exactly.
Okay, now. We didn't totally agree, but this is good. Not yet.
Right.
We didn't come together on this. Mm-hmm. I really want to have it outside and then move some of it inside. Right. So we'll play with that a little bit too.
All about the weather, that's all.
Yeah, it's all about weather.
No problem.
Because we're going to have a blast outdoors and get people to stop in and say, oh, they have a little something over here. Right. So it gives a little bit more exposure.
Exactly. And people were pushing unity.
Yep.
Do your own definition and see what unity means to you. This is a movement. We need people. And shouts out to everybody that's involved, man. So many people that's calling, making donations, sponsoring. Yeah. We thank all of you, and I know it's more out there that want to participate. Yeah. If you look at it, we're doing the hard work. But if you don't want to be on the front line, we're doing it,
But I want them to do something too.
Exactly.
I want you to do something too. Mm-hmm. Call me and say that you want to donate something.
Right.
I got some food. You say, here's $100.
Right.
Here's $50. Here, go make sure that these kids. Yeah.
Coupons,
Yeah, you say, here's a couple of certificates to a store with these kids, Old Navies or something like that.
Right.
Give them
There are so many needs out here to where I think a lot of people feel that they can't help.
Yeah.
But little do you know, a little goes a long way, but nothing gets us nowhere.
And you know, we're talking about counseling. 404-286-6700. Call on in. 404-286-6700. We're going the distance today, right? But the counseling is so serious. The teachers, if you're a teacher, is to come in. We need more bodies around so that the kids can know that we ain't by ourselves. That wouldn't, you know, you'd be surprised. A little kid said, I said, who in here does art? And they said, well, me. Who in here wants to sing? Well, me. Well, here, I said, who's the artist in here? Me. I said, there is an artist right there that can help you and assist you and give you some words of wisdom to help you in your craft.
That's it,
right?
the word of wisdom. Man.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. You have mentors, teachers, coaches, counsel.
Excuse me.
You know,
I think we got a caller. Excuse me, everybody.
286-6700.
Caller, you on the air?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Patrick? I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Good morning to you, brother.
Hey, how you doing, my brother? Good morning, sir.
I'm doing good. You dropping them nuggets, baby.
Golden nuggets, baby. Not the Mech nuggets, the golden nuggets.
Hey, it's what I call we really keeps it real, you know?
That's right. That's right. And that's why I wanted to call in just to say that we had discussion on this yesterday in the mentoring program at the church, and we were talking about the responsibility of communication. Is it the teacher's responsibility, or the parent's responsibility, or the student's responsibility as far as the success or the outcome of the student? And so we had to talk to the youth and let them know that first and foremost, you have a responsibility to get that paper or that grade after you take the test or you do the assignment. And so when you get that assignment and you see a frown on it, that means you didn't do good. Or when you get the paper or the test and it has a smiley face, that means you did a good job.
Right.
A, B, or C, or whatever the case may be. And so then you have to take that and say, what am I going to do from here? Do I ask teacher more questions? Do I go home and sit and pout, don't do anything? And then you go back to the parent responsibility. The parent, when you come home, the parent either going to say, how did school go today? Did you learn it? What did you learn? And then if the students say, I don't know, you got to ask more questions.
I know that, right.
Well,
I don't go for that.
About? And then that makes the student start remembering what was taught to them. So the responsibility falls on all of us.
That's the answer.
That's it. Exactly.
You got it.
But as a student, you have to be responsible for your outcome because you're going to be the one taking the test.
Yes.
You're going to be the one walking the walk. So we have to input into them and let them know that you are the ultimate responsible party in your outcome.
Yes.
But as mentors and counselors, we have to make sure that we are making sure that they are getting what we putting down.
Right, and that's called bringing it out of them.
Right.
You got to bring it out of them because I can only imagine if I was a teacher. One of the things I know how I am because I do it now.
Right.
I would say if y'all need some extra curriculum or extra you want to, and I'm going to always say that to my students.
Right.
If you need me, call me. If you need me, just walk up to me. None of you, I love all you.
Right.
So you make sure if you need me, you holler at me.
Right.
And
I want to touch on this as well, man. I say I'm always about keeping it real. We as a culture, we've been just so disenfranchised, and it's like you said, the teachers, counselors, the mentors. And the students are responsible really for their intake and then what they choose to put out from what they've learned. Like you said, the students have a job to do too. And their job is to learn. So accountability is one of the key components. But also when we talk about schools, I always thought this growing up, and I sometimes, our own belief system and stuff like that, I take to heart. But dealing with special education, and I want to tell the watchers and you on the phone, man, there's no dumb people in school. Life is really about what you can remember. Life is about memory, people. If you go to school, if you notice, even if you get kept back or retained to your certain grade, do you notice the school book doesn't change? No. It stays the same. Everything remains the same. But here it is. A lot of people have the short term, the memory loss situation. So when me and you both read the same chapter, took the same preview test and the whole nine, right? But when we do the test, you're going to be a straight A student because what? You can remember, you can retain all the information that you had. So all I'm saying is, don't let anybody tell people that they're dumb, they are stupid or anything like. It's just not true. Life is about what you can remember. Right. If you can remember the answers in the chapters, you're gonna be okay. See, we don't tell people the truth. Yeah. And I'm sick and tired of it. Yeah. So I'm standing in the gap saying, look, study it. Yeah. Continue to read it. A lot of people study it for yourself. Yeah, a lot of people work out problems in their head. Me personally, I talk out loud. Yes, me too. Because I feel like if your brain is the capacity can hold so much. So I speak things in the atmosphere, and it kind of frees up my mind. Yeah, yeah. So if you got a lot of stuff going on, and you constantly trying to figure it out in your head, it's a traffic jam, man. Yeah, that's great counsel right there. That is awesome counsel, isn't it? So there's a lot of small mechanisms that I think we can just turn the dial. Yeah. And a whole lot of the outcome will be so tremendous that we'll see a lot of changes with recovery. A lot of recovery. Special education. It's only a time delay. Right. We're putting kids on medication. It's just that we learn at different pace. Yes. You understand what I'm saying? That's where it comes to difference between teachers and counselors. If we teach them more about calming down, the attention, the ADHD, it's just a time delay. Yeah. They're going to get it. They eventually get it. Absolutely. A lot of people in special education graduated. It was just the time frame that they had to digest the information. That's all it is, people. Yes. Don't let people trick us and fool us about we need medicine. We need all this stuff, man. Yeah, we need drugs. We just need attention. It's attention deficit. Go ahead, brother.
And it goes back to say that we don't have time to teach ours.
That ain't the time, man. That's it.
Yeah, we got the time.
So we on a speed time frame, and they may not be up to the speed.
Exactly.
Because they have to adjust to ingest it, take it in, and then figure out what it's saying, and then, okay, I got it. Yes. And move forward. But you so work with speed that I ain't got time for this. Come on now.
The test is going. The test is at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's like all the other tests, the requirement tests too. As you can see, they're all time based. Right. Majority of them. Yeah. So if you're not learning at a particular speed, 9 times out of 10, you're going to make a poor grade. Yes. Because you don't have enough time to think about your answer. Yeah. And they tell you on the test, look, just mark something. If you can't get it, just mark something. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my brother, I'm keeping it all the way real. I don't worry about who's not getting behind the movement or who's not calling it. I need counselors and mentors. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff that I do, I had to go through it. I had to buckle down. People weren't giving me information. I can't be, at this point, I'm not even mad. I'm like, you know what? It made me learn it, though. Yeah. It made me work harder. It made me find solutions. It made me be around the right people because I started feeling crazy that I didn't know certain stuff. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So, that time frame is the biggest factor, man. Going back to what we say, sir, we got to slow down.
Yeah, pump your brakes, man.
Everybody feel like they don't have enough time. Yeah. They trying to make money. I think it's we already on borrowed time. So it's not about more time. It's about what you do with the time you are allowed it.
Hey, Brother Patrick,
Yeah.
Remember when we first kind of met, and I started to really get involved with you a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
and the things that you didn't really know, you started to acquire it, and you said, "Oh yeah, I got it."
Yeah.
Now you got it, huh?
Yeah. I feel like Heavenly Body Products International in the Michigan area.
There you go. But that took a little time, didn't it?
It did. It did take that time because I didn't know what to do. I just saw the product and I said, "Well, I'm finna get off into this because I can do this.
I'm gonna make some money. I'm gonna make some money.
I started watching the videos.
I'm gonna make me some money. Go ahead. I'm gonna make some money. I'm gonna make some money.
Yeah, I started paying attention, and so I started, instead of remodeling houses after 5 when I get off of work, I started going home and get on the computer and watch my videos and get some bottles, and I started buying in bulk. You know what I mean?
Yes,
First I was buying the $100 pack. You know what I mean? Give me 100 bottles of air freshener already labeled, and I go out and sell them.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, when I started looking at Sir Teach bottling and labeling and in your displays and all of that, I started. Let me order me some displays. Let me order me some bottles, some single bottles. I ordered one lot of bottles, 144 bottles. I thought I was doing the thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it got me a pound of vanilla pineapple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so now I'm at the gallon stages and get ready to get me some drums. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got probably 6 different labels out here for different people, like the labels, like the displays you got presented before us on this broadcast.
Yes.
I got 6 different labels, and I look behind y'all, and you turn around there, and you got 3 shelves all the way around the room filled with different labels, different businesses.
That's right.
That you
Private labeling.
put into action. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm working towards that because of the mentorship and the teachings that I've been getting from Sir Markadu and Heavenly Body Products.
And see, that reminds me, though, that's to cut you off. It's just, see, it got to the point where it was more about how to recruit and how to show other people how to get money.
Right.
Instead of get money had never impressed me.
Right.
It never impressed me. Me showing somebody else how to get some money, that's impressive.
No, I love that about you too.
That's impressive, man.
Hey, my brother, I'm the same way, man. I've been following this dude for years, man. Stayed in contact with him, but once we made the connection, now I'm involved.
Yeah.
Dedicated, determined, and dependable, like Channel 5 or Channel 2, whichever one said. But it's a beautiful thing, man. You serve just like my mentor as well, my teacher. So we follow those great ones that possess those abilities to do so.
And that's what we need to teach our children. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Patrick.
They told us a long time ago, if you want to be great, you got to follow a great leader.
That's right.
And so if this is what you want to do, or this is what you want out of life, you got to find those that's doing the things that you want.
Right. What you talking about?
And the people also have to know it don't happen overnight, man. What I've been doing, man, before I got to the position I am now, because it's very much a step above where it became. It was a seed in the beginning.
Yeah.
It took, like people say, even with the artists and things like that, man, it takes a long time
to get that thing.
To get it down pat, man. It's been, Project Keep Them Off the Streets. I ventured out into different companies and, Q venues. I had a lot of things, man, because of mentors like Sir Markadu. So really, I tried everything, and I won't say I failed at any of them. I was very successful. Wow. You understand what I'm saying? But, now the multimedia people are beginning to see what we do, what you do, what Sir do. So, we have these avenues that I think people are really tuning in, and once they get a hold of it, and like you say, I think it's very important that people ask questions. I was always taught when you're in an environment and great thinkers ask great questions.
Oh man,
you don't have a question, I feel like you're not listening.
Right.
Right.
That's for real. That's real talk. Go ahead, Patrick.
Yeah, that's why I put together my first piece of advertisement, and I sat on the phone with Sir. I figured we sat on the phone for about 12 hours over
Easy.
maybe a 3-day period.
Easy.
And he was telling me, he said, "What do you want to do? What do you want the people to know?" And I was telling him, I need business partners. That's something I need them to know.
Right.
What you need business partners for, so they can make money. But put it out there.
Right.
Let them know what you want them to know. And so when I did that, it just opened people's mind up. They say, "How can I make some money?" Well, let me tell you how you can make some money. Smell this. They're like, "Ooh, that smells good." Guess what? You can make money selling this, just like I'm making money.
Pass it on.
Like, so now I got people. They want their label because they want their people to know that they have a product now.
Yes.
And so now it's not about me. It's not my product. It's your product.
Yes.
You making money off your product.
Right.
You got people that like you. Let me show you how you can give them something, a part of you.
Absolutely.
But you know what though, Patrick, man? A lot of people fear failure. And I tell anybody, in order to succeed, you're gonna have to fail at something.
Yes.
So making these investments and Sir Murphy got a wonderful thing going on, man. He was doing the label at $25. And I'm looking at the kids that I mentor in the streets, and it's all about selling drugs. And I come to them and say, "Look, if I show you another way, if I give you an option." You know what I'm saying? If it's all about making money, and somebody come and you doing something detrimental to your community, to yourself, facing prison time, you can get killed. Which we can get killed doing anything. Exactly. But what I'm saying is, if I show you another way, and if it's all about making money,
yes.
If you just want to make money, then if I give you an option of a more positive solution,
yes,
wouldn't you take that route?
Absolutely. In most cases, I think they will. Once they really believe,
right?
Once our children believe that this is a viable way to make some income, I believe so. If you're going to go out and sell a nickel bag,
right,
that means you're going to sell a nickel bottle.
With your name on it. Now you're selling your product.
That's right. With your name
on it. Now that's
it.
strategic.
Yeah.
It's
just timing, man.
Yeah.
Until we roll into, and let me tell you something about that, because this is some counsel for you. You want to really, anybody that's listening to my voice right now, when it comes to the success of our community, making this, I hate to call it a comeback, but I'll just say come up. Okay,
come up and come out.
That's right. We have to get to the 18, the 19, and 20-year-olds. We got to get there. Let me tell you why. Because people say, why? What about the 15, 16-year-olds? Because their needs are different than somebody that's 20 years old. Okay? So, but this 18, 19, 20-year-old, we commission them to come back and help us, assist us with the 15, 14, 15-year-olds. Right. It's just so much more practical than us trying to attack this young market. Anybody that knows that our time is going to be eaten up, messing around with them 13, 14-year-olds. Not saying don't put no time into them. To say, but your pure goals, your bigger goals have to be after the more elite. To get past that, get those 19, 20, 21,
so that thought process is going to change anyway.
Ready.
But what you said the last broadcast about the clay.
Yeah.
Molding them. Yeah.
You can still mold a 25-year-old to say, hey, can you help me with the 15 and 16-year-olds and make some money at the same time?
Right.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to get off the line. I got somebody that came in the office, but
Yes, sir.
I'm still listening. But I'm gonna give you a call a little later.
Okay.
Q, good to see you. Talk to you, brother.
You too, sir.
Now I'll see y'all and talk to y'all in the morning.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
and love,
God
man.
bless you, man. Peace and
All
love.
right, thanks.
All right, brother.
But
Wait, what?
I mean,
Go ahead, Q.
it's so much, man.
Hit it.
You know, me, I come from the streets, you know,
Keep talking.
and it's such a beautiful thing, man. That you know that I'm awakened. My conscience is awakened.
Calling you on the air. Just, yeah. So wait a minute.
Yeah, call back, caller.
Go ahead.
But we gotta teach the kids at an early age. I was talking, you know, the last broadcast about even parents about marketing, paying bills. You know, we're working hard at what we do to provide for the family.
Yes.
I think now is the time because how the world is turning. There's a lot of things going on that's about to happen. I feel like when it's time to pay bills and separate bills, I feel like bring the child to the table with you.
Yeah.
You know,
They'll
that's
see
the
what
least.
you're
Yeah,
doing.
that's the least you can do. You know,
Yeah.
that's budgeting.
Yeah, you saying.
You know, you got to learn budget along with marketing.
Yes.
Investment, you got to learn how to budget.
If you ask the average 19, 20, 21, 22 year what they know about budgeting, nothing. But
Slim to none.
Slim to none. But if you show them now,
Right.
they'll help us with the 15, 16 year olds.
And to be instilled.
It'll be quicker too.
And then the age range that they're learning, your daughter 7, your son 8, 9, 10, from that on up where they understand.
Yeah.
You can sit there and show them.
And you got a
When you gonna get your money
25-year-old
on it?
mentor.
Right.
Coming back mentoring.
Right.
And teaching this stuff. And it's just a quicker process.
Right.
Do we really, as a nation of people, really want to get re-educated and re-motivated?
Yes.
Do we want it? You're something that you gotta want to motivate and educate so that we can duplicate to have success. You gotta want that. That's that meds.
You had your meds today. Tell them again, sir.
That's that motivate, educate, so you duplicate, so we can have some success.
Meds.
And it's important, man.
You think I knew that, is it?
You hit
I pay attention to everything.
Yeah, baby. It's all about the youth, man. And when we put that energy into teaching and counseling, our 20 and up, our 18 and up, and make them more responsible for our youth, our younger kids.
Right.
I'm telling you, it is a perfect storm.
Right.
Perfect.
Something brewing, man.
Man, you kidding me? Man, I can't wait to get into the colleges and say it's your responsibility to go back and to educate our youth. It's up to you.
Yeah.
It's not, it's going, if we go back and just keep, if I go, I'm 50-something, I'm going back to try to help a 15-year-old, it's going to take too long.
But that's why we're speaking to those that want to be a part. Reach out and call Sir Marco. Reach out to Project Keep Them Off the Street. There's plenty of room. You look at the world, it's big. It ain't as small as we think it is. We need your help to put this word out to help in the communities. Why not? You know, we see what we're lacking. So, you know, we need people standing in the gap. Those that are willing, those people that's calling saying they want to volunteer, keep calling. You know, we don't do something every day, but you know, we have to plan certain situations. We have to know what we're dealing with and put the best information out.
Well, I'm glad you're saying it because tell me a number because you really are. I've been to one of your outings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I've seen those young people, man, praising and doing, and they were thugs at one point, and they don't do it no more. Right. And they're raising their little kids. Then I say, no, they teach them what they went through. But then I said, this is the best way not to go through.
You know, one of my friends I met, matter of fact, a couple of Saturdays ago. You know, he had a definition for the word thug.
What is
that
it?
went on Tupac level. He said, true heroes under God. He said that's a real thug.
Yeah, that's a real thug.
You know,
yeah, true heroes under God. I like that.
Yeah. So, you know, we have to just take a positive look, reevaluate ourselves. That's why every morning before I come out, you know, I do say my prayers every morning. You understand what I'm saying? And I start in the mirror.
Yeah.
I can't come talk to you
right
if I haven't.
You washed it up. And
you know what I'm saying?
Together.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people doing. You know, they trying to overlook themselves.
Yeah.
And then get involved.
Nah.
You can't do that.
Nah, you gotta.
The chain of command is start with self.
Right.
You gotta get self together.
And you gotta be real and true to yourself. That's like me telling these kids that I never use crack, and I'm just assume they just come in here.
Oh, I never sold drugs.
I never sold drugs. They come in here and just assume everything was hunky dory.
Right.
It's like they ain't had no battle with nothing, no past.
Yeah. But that's why I like coming here, man, and I like to tell the people, this is family, man. Mm-hmm. This is business, but you still gotta have fun with it.
Yes, Lord.
This is all true stories.
Yeah.
You know, it's really not about being politically correct.
Nah.
It's about we are people that came from the streets, got our mind right, and now look what we're doing.
Yes, it.
So I know if he did it for you, he done it for me.
Yeah.
We're the testimony.
That's why I gotta give back.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Yeah, man.
Who am I to sit on my greatness that God has blessed me with?
Exactly.
And I'm gonna sit on it and say, okay, I ain't gonna help no kids. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna make money and that's it. That's crazy.
And the reason I think a lot of people get it misconstrued about why we always speaking about helping the kids. That's our future. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm telling the kids or those that tuned in or somebody looking, spread the word.
Yes.
Let them know they gotta thrive to survive. See, everything is riding on those youth survival.
Yes.
And when you look at the survival rate from birth, we
it has a lot of casualties.
Yeah, and I was doing a study and reading for us. They say it's a lack of men, but statistically, African American males have a lower percentage rate from birth because females have that. They say a black girl will make it premature or whatever before a black male. You know what I'm saying? So really, the shortage come from birth. And not what we keep saying for ain't no real men out here. You know what I mean? That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Don't believe the hype.
I got some statistics too.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
No, I understand. Well, it's a lie. It's the thing that perpetrated on us. But I do want to just slow up the brakes just a minute. And I want to let you know, don't forget April the 19th.
April 19th.
And call Q.
Project Grassroots. Man. That's really Project Keep Them Out the Streets and Sir Media Group.
Yeah.
The concoction.
Yeah, we brought it together. And tell them your phone number because they really need to ask you some questions about Project Keep Them Off the Street.
Yes, sir.
What does that mean to our whole planet, our whole community as America?
Right.
Because they listening, they need to know who you are and what you do, Q.
Q Harper, founder, CEO of Project Keep Them Off the Street. We pronounce it as PKOTS, P-K-O-T-S. Project Keep Them Off the Street, like I said, look up the word project. I'm not going to tell you. That is the definition of what we do. What Sir does, what you out there doing in your community or helping, individuals. That is Project Keep Them Off the Street because we're all trying to find solutions to aid this worldwide epidemic of this community letdown.
Yeah.
And we're a part of it. So we're all about empowering, motivation, mentorship. You name it, we have someone in place. Give us a call, 678-744-8134. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Project Keep. Follow us on Twitter, PKOTS.Inc., PKOTS.INC. The number is 678-744-8134. And you can always, if you find Sir, you can find me.
Absolutely. And I'm excited too about speaking to some of you about the way to assist, because even if you don't make it here, there's ways to help these projects, because it's not going to stop. This is just the beginning. It's about time that we all reach out. Each one reach one, each one teach one, each one teach one, each one reach one. Whatever which way you want to say it, it's all effective. It's all in God's will to bring us together.
And we'll come out, actually Project Keep Them Off the Street. We started as a Scared Straight program. We do have a presentation we show as a DVD. It's raw in nature, raw footage, because we come to churches. We come anywhere you would allow us to come. to give out this information. We always open for open dialogue, open forums, Q&A. Just give us a call. You know, we can send somebody out. We have a lot of people in position. We need more people to be involved, to speak to the youth, mentorship. If that's you out there, give us a call, tune in.
Biggest one is that the mentor. We need more mentors, and we need more counselors.
Right.
Come to the event April 19th from 2
to 5.
2
p.m. to 5 p.m. Our goal for Project Grassroots will be targeting elements such as we deem strategic planning for educational empowerment, families, and community. It's a non-profit event. We join like-minded. 678-744-8134. 678-744-8134. Q Harper.
God has a blessing
for you.
Come on, with our name on it.